All right, so we already talked about triangle congruence by side, 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 and also we already talked about side, angle, side. Now I'm going to be talking about triangle congruence by using angle, side, angle, and angle, angle, side. Now these two are pretty similar because we got two angles on one side. The importance of the location of the side is going to determine which one you are going to be using. And students always confuse both of them. So I got a bunch of triangles over here, okay? And we're going to go over them to see which ones are side, angle, side, angle, and which ones are angle, angle, side. All right, so let's take a look at this one. So remember, in the middle means that it's included. The side is going to be included between the two angles. And in this one over here, this angle is going to be included between the angle and a side, right? So this determines what goes in the middle. Over here, angle goes in the middle between the angle and the side. Over here, the side goes in the middle between two angles. So let's take a look at this picture, right? So let's see if you guys are able to do it. Think about it for a moment. You got an angle with that one, is congruent to that one. And we got this angle congruent to that one. And then we have the side located right here. So which one it is? Is this angle, side, angle, or angle, angle, side? Well, if you guys notice, the side is in between the two angles. So that will be angle, side, angle. Angle, side, angle. So these two triangles are congruent to each other because of angle, side, angle. Let's take a look at this one over here, okay? See if you guys can figure it out before I do it. We got an angle congruent to this angle, and this angle over here is congruent to that one right there, and then we got the side here, congruent to that one. The question is the side between the two angles? Yes or no? Well, in this case it's not, right? So what we got over here is angle, angle, side. Angle, angle, side. Now somebody will say, Mr. Velosa, but if you go angle and then side angle? Well, be careful because you got an angle over here, then you have another angle over here, right? So you gotta go angle, side, angle. So they have to be consecutive, right? So angle, angle, and then the next thing will be side. So angle, angle, side. What about the next one? Is it angle, side, angle? Or is it angle, angle, side? Well, let's take a look at it. If we go this way, obviously, because we gotta go this way because they're consecutive, right? This, and then, right? So we got angle here, we got an angle here, and then we got a side. Angle, angle, side. Angle, angle, side. I mean, this one over here, right? These are, one after the other, right? Angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. So angle, side, angle. So two triangles can be congruent to each other by using the postulate angle, side, angle, and angle, angle, side. And you gotta be careful to differentiate between both of them. So let's do a couple of examples so we see what I'm talking about here. Let's flip the page and let's take a look at this one over here. So let's see if I can make it better. Right there. It says given AD this means parallel. So this is parallel. That little thing here means parallel. AD is parallel to EC. So AD is parallel to EC. So when you have this triangle, you see an arrow here like this one. So it means parallel lines. And also given that BD, so let's mark it down over here. BD is congruent to BC, so we know that. This is the same thing as that one, right? Congruent. Proof that triangle ABD and triangle EBC are congruent to each other. So let's go with the reasons. First of all, you always write down the given ones. So AD parallel to EC, that's right there, that's right there. That means given, they're giving you that information. And they're telling you, hey, BD congruent to BC, well, it was giving information also. This is the same thing as that, congruent to that one, right? Same measurement. So given. Now, we got this one over here. There's no more giving information. So now we gotta figure out what's going on here. So ADV, and so they're telling you that this angle, ADV, so let's mark it down like that, and angle ECB, are congruent to each other. Why? Why are they congruent to each other? Well, if you go back to your previous lessons, when you have two parallel lines, right, like these ones, and you have a transversal, okay, we know that this angle over here, so we're talking about this one over here, and that one over there are going to be equal to each other. Why? Because they're alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are congruent. That's the thing about math, is that you gotta remember what you learned before in other chapters, in other sections. So yes, alternate interior angles. Every time you have parallel lines, probably you're gonna be using alternate interior angles as a reason. So, reason, alternate interior angles are congruent, right? Now, the next one, ABD is congruent to, and let me mark it down, ABD, let me mark it down like that differently, and EBC with this one. Well, that one, you should know about that one already, okay? Vertical angles. Vertical angles are congruent to each other. So, vertical angles congruency. Okay? So now, final one. Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle EBC. So now you gotta decide, is this angle side or angle side angle? So if you take a look at this one over here, see, we look at one triangle here, we got angle, the side is here, and then the angle is there. The same thing here, angle, side, angle. So the reason is ASA. ASA. All right, let's do another one. Let's move it up. And we got over here, given the following information, angle Q is congruent to angle R, that's the information, and angle QPS is congruent to angle RSP, so these two are congruent to each other. Prove that triangle RPS, this triangle, is congruent to triangle QSP. So we're talking about these two. So this triangle and this one. Okay, pause the video, see if you're able to, answer and finish the proof. All right, let's go over it. So angle Q and angle R, well, that's given. So let's write down given. In this case, I'm giving you the given. So where's the other given that we have? Well, it will be this one here. So angle QPS is congruent to angle RSP. So that should be the given information. SP congruent to SP. So they're sharing a side. Okay, so they're telling you that the SP is equal to SP or congruent to SP or PS. Every time the triangles are sharing a side, okay, or sharing an angle, that's going to be the reflexive property. Okay? So write down reflexive. Reflex property. And what we got over here, I think we got everything already. We got A, right? We got A, and we're looking at this triangle here. We're looking at this one right here only right now. A, S. A, S. A, S. See? The side is not between the angles. It's away from them. So I know it's gonna be angle, side, and I have to write the final proof here, right? So triangle ABD is congruent to triangle EBC because of angle, side. Okay? Again, be careful. Do not confuse angle, side, angle with angle, side. Okay? One of them, the side is included between the two angles, right? And the other one of the angles is included between the one side and the, one angle and one side. So be careful. Be careful. Okay? And that's the lesson for today. Please don't forget to do your assignments. Thank you.